Now the third and final method is the detailed takeoff method. And this is by far the best method to get the most accurate and the most knowledge from the project, but also does take the longest. So basically the detailed takeoff involves you going through every single portion of the selection tree and just kind of one by one, group by group, and dropping in your takeoffs into the appropriate groups in your quantification workbook. And so typically you would have the CSI divisions here. So you can always import in a catalog by clicking on this import export button. Say import catalog, and you can come and you can export a catalog from a previous project and then import it in, and so it'll have, you can reuse it as like a template, so any of the groups or items that you've made. And so if you have here, I have all of my different groups, and so I can come in and start performing my takeoff by division. And so if I wanted to come here to the floors, you'll see in the floors under this Navisworks model, I've got some concrete, I've got some floor finish that looks like that's CP, which is most likely either polished concrete or it's probably carpet, and then different floor finish types, and then I have more concrete. So I'd want to come in and be checking each one of these. So maybe I would come to the floor and go hide unselected. And so I can come in and get a closer look on where these floor types occur. And so this floor finish here looks like it's up on this third floor. And also what you want to do if you're doing a detailed takeoff is to check your quantities as you go. So you can do that by clicking on the Review tab, and then under Measure, you can spot check some measurements. And so I can come here to the area, and you'll see it turns into a little X when it hits a corner. And so I'm going to check the area of this floor. So it says it's 772 square feet. If I come over to my Properties tab and I come to the element and I look at the area, and it's 785. And so that's kind of interesting. So right there, you know something's a little bit different from the way that it's calculating. And so another thing you can do is I'm going to hide unselected, so I just see this actual floor piece. And so for whatever reason in this model, they have a little bit different quantity from what's actually visually shown. And so you need to be able to take that into account. And actually, it looks like I might have just not quite grabbed the corner, and that's why the area was off. But regardless, it's a good idea to check your quantities, just do a few spot checks before you go. And so you would perform your takeoff, pull it into the correct locations. This is a floor finish of carpet. I'm going to come into my Division 9 finishes and come into my carpeting, and I would take off all my carpet into here, and I just kind of work through my model one category at a time, making sure it all goes in the correct place in my takeoff. And that is an overview of detailed takeoff.